The wind whispers secrets through the cypress trees, tales of a sun that bleeds into the earth. It paints the wheat fields gold, a feverish, incandescent gold that ripples and sways like a restless sea. Beneath that golden surface, a fire sleeps, a slow burn in the rich, dark soil. It feeds the roots, nourishes the stems, fuels the desperate, reaching dance towards the light. I see it there, that hidden flame, pulsing with the rhythm of a heart laid bare. His eyes saw it too, the inferno masked by serenity. They saw the vibrant, almost violent joy struggling against the encroaching shadows. He caught the tremors in the olive groves, the silent screams of sunflowers straining towards an indifferent sky. He felt the weight of loneliness, a blanket woven from starlight and regret, heavy on his shoulders. The world, a canvas stretched taut, vibrating with unseen energy. Colors explode, not gently, but with a fierce, untamed passion. Blues that swallow you whole, yellows that sear your soul, greens that breathe with the life force of 1,000 summers. Each brushstroke a desperate plea, a whispered confession, a fervent prayer cast into the swirling vortex of existence. There is a beauty in the broken, a grace in the imperfect. The gnarled hands of an old peasant, the weathered face of a forgotten church, the crooked branches of a dying tree. These are the things that held his gaze, the things that whispered truths the polished world could not comprehend. They spoke of resilience, of endurance, of a quiet dignity born from suffering. He sought solace in the silence, in the vast, echoing emptiness beneath the dome of the night. The stars, pinpricks of light in the inky blackness, each a universe unto itself, a testament to the infinite possibilities and the crushing insignificance of it all. He saw not cold, distant fires, but kindred spirits, burning with their own internal suns, each alone, yet bound together by the invisible threads of cosmic dust. Faith, a fragile butterfly fluttering in the storm. He chased it through the fields, over the hills, always just beyond his grasp. Doubt, a raven perched upon his shoulder, whispering insidious questions into his ear. Was there meaning in the madness? Was there purpose in the pain? He painted his answers, stroke by agonizing stroke, leaving fragments of his soul scattered across the canvas for us to find. The light, it eluded him, yet he pursued it with a fervor that bordered on obsession. The light of understanding, the light of acceptance, the light of love. He painted it into his landscapes. He painted it into his portraits. He painted it into his very self, hoping to ignite the flame within and banish the darkness that threatened to consume him. We walk in his footsteps now, through those same fields, beneath that same sky. We see the world through his eyes, the fire beneath the fields, the beauty in the broken, the light struggling to break free. And in that shared vision, we find a connection, a solace, a glimmer of hope in the face of our own fleeting existence. The wind whispers secrets through the wheat, a rustling symphony of resilience. Each golden stalk, a testament to the earth's enduring power, swaying in silent communion with the heavens. He saw them not as mere crops, but as waves of light, each grain a tiny sun, a universe of potential waiting to be harvested. The crows, black against the blinding yellow, symbols of sorrow and omens of despair. Yet he painted them with a defiant beauty, a dark counterpoint to the overwhelming brightness. He understood their hunger, their relentless search for sustenance in a world that often felt barren. They were the shadows that gave form to the light, the whispers that amplified the silence. Loneliness, a constant companion, a shadow that stretched long and distorted in the afternoon sun. He sought connection, a hand to hold in the vast emptiness, a voice to echo his own in the deafening silence. But connection proved elusive, a mirage shimmering on the horizon, always just out of reach. He turned inward, seeking solace in the depths of his own being, a lonely voyage into the uncharted territories of the soul. There, he found a landscape as vast and varied as the world outside, with peaks of ecstasy and valleys of despair, all illuminated by the flickering flame of his own incandescent spirit. He painted the silences, the spaces between the words, the moments of quiet contemplation where the soul could breathe. He painted the weight of unspoken emotions, the burdens carried in the curve of a shoulder, the stories etched in the lines of a face. He saw beauty in the imperfections, the cracks and crevices that revealed the hidden depths of character. He understood that true beauty was not flawless perfection, but the resilience of the spirit, the ability to endure and to find light even in the darkest of shadows. Hope, a fragile seedling pushing its way through the cracked earth, a promise of renewal, a testament to the enduring power of life. He nurtured it with his art, with his unwavering dedication to capturing the essence of the world around him. He painted the promise of spring, the blossoming of almond trees, the return of the swallows, each a symbol of rebirth and the cyclical nature of existence. He found God not in the grand cathedrals, but in the humble beauty of a sunflower, in the intricate patterns of a spider's web, in the vibrant colors of a sunset. He saw the divine in the everyday, in the ordinary moments that most people overlooked. He believed that art was a form of prayer, a way to connect with the infinite and to express the inexpressible. He sought to capture the soul of the world, to reveal the hidden beauty that lay beneath the surface, to give voice to the voiceless. And in doing so, he gave us a glimpse into his own soul, a soul that burned with an intensity that both illuminated and consumed him. The fields remember his footsteps. The wind still whispers his name. The fire he ignited continues to burn, a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who dare to look beyond the surface and see the beauty in the broken, the light in the darkness, the fire beneath the fields. And perhaps in seeing him, we see ourselves a little more clearly, a little more truthfully, a little more compassionately. The stars still turn, the sunflowers still bloom, and the world, despite its sorrows, continues to sing its silent song. A song he heard and translated into paint. He taught us to look closer, to find the sacred in the mundane, the extraordinary in the ordinary, to see the light dancing on a wheat field, not just as a scientific phenomenon, but as a symphony of colors orchestrated by the sun. He showed us that even in loneliness there is beauty, a stark, raw beauty that can only be found in solitude. He painted the cypress trees reaching towards the heavens, dark flames against the twilight sky, a symbol of his own yearning for something beyond the earthly realm. The olive groves, gnarled and ancient, whispered tales of resilience and survival, of enduring through storms and droughts, of finding sustenance in the most barren of landscapes. He embraced the imperfection, the asymmetry, the things that others might deem ugly or flawed. He saw beauty in the wrinkles on a peasant's face, in the calloused hands of a farmer, in the twisted branches of an old tree. These were the marks of life, the evidence of struggle, the symbols of a soul that had weathered the storms and emerged stronger, more resilient. His paintings are not just representations of the world, but windows into his soul, invitations to share his pain, his joy, his hope, his despair. He laid himself bare on the canvas, exposing his vulnerabilities, his fears, his dreams. And in doing so, he created a space for us to do the same, to confront our own shadows, to embrace our own imperfections, to find solace in the shared experience of being human. The night, a canvas of infinite possibilities. He stared into its depths, searching for answers, for meaning, for a connection to something larger than himself. The stars, like diamonds scattered across a velvet cloth, each one a tiny spark of hope in the vast darkness. He painted them swirling, dancing, alive with energy, a reflection of the turmoil within his own soul. He sought not to escape the darkness, but to understand it, to embrace it, to find the light within it. He knew that darkness was not the absence of light, but the potential for it. The fertile ground from which new life could emerge. He walked the path of suffering, a path that led him to the depths of despair, but also to the heights of transcendence. He emerged from the darkness transformed, his vision sharpened, his heart opened, his soul illuminated. And in his art, he shared that light with us, a light that continues to shine brightly even now, long after he is gone. The wind carries the scent of sunflowers and wheat, a reminder of his presence, a whisper of his name. The fields stretch out before us, bathed in the golden light of the setting sun, a landscape that he immortalized with his brushstrokes. And as we stand here, in this place of beauty and silence, we can almost hear him speaking to us, urging us to find the fire within ourselves, to embrace our own unique vision. To paint our own masterpieces on the canvas of life. To live with passion, with courage, with unwavering faith in the power of beauty to heal and to transform. He left us a legacy of light, a legacy of love, a legacy of hope, a legacy that will continue to inspire and to uplift for generations to come. The fields are silent now, but the fire still burns. And in our hearts, we carry a spark of that fire, a reminder of the beauty that can be found even in the midst of pain, the light that can be found even in the darkest of shadows. The fields remember, the heart remembers, and the soul understands. The fire beneath the fields, always.